Here are 9 brutally hard tips that will show you exactly how to scale up your service business without losing quality. Scaling a service, consulting, or coaching business from 200,000 per year in annual revenue to 2 million plus is not easy. And if you're in this boat, you, like many founders, basically have 2 choices. Number 1, you can keep it small and keep control of it all, or you can let it grow and let stuff go. But the question remains, how do you let things go without losing quality and therefore damaging the reputation you have worked so hard to build? I'm Eleanor Beaton, the founder of Safi Media. My focus is helping women entrepreneurs scale their companies from 200K to 2 million plus. Now, I say they're hard because I think there's so much on the internet that tries to convince entrepreneurs that scaling your business is effortless. There's tons of flow. There's nothing hard about it. And if that were true, everybody would be generating over 200K per year in annual revenue. But what we know is that just 5.2% of all women entrepreneurs do over 200K a year. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. But in this video, I will outline 9 steps that I have test driven myself, that I have seen over and over in the companies of women that I have worked with, that will really help you figure out how to scale your service-based business without losing quality. Tip number 1 is to niche down. The more focused you are, both in the type of client that you work with and in the result that you deliver for them, the easier it will be to knock their socks off. One of the biggest things that prevents you from scaling is not that you don't have the potential, it's that you have too much constraint. There's too much complexity. So the more you're able to eliminate or edit complexity out of your business, the easier it becomes for your company to scale. And a core way to do that is to niche down. Get really, really clear on who you are here to serve and the specific outcome that you are here to deliver. Tip number 2, you want to plot your customer journey in exquisite detail. I'm talking Beyonce at Coachella level of detail, okay? Put yourself in your customer's shoes and map out every experience and interaction they have with your company as that service is delivered. So the first step really is just to simply plot out how a customer moves through your business. You may think that you have a sense of what that looks like, but very often once you sit down and really start plotting it out, you'll see there are a number of different steps. You might have thought there's like 5 steps, but as you start to plot it out, you might see actually when I really start to pay attention to the details, there's like 20 steps here. Once you have those steps outlined, 2 awesome things happen. Number 1, you get to take a look and see, is there any place you can simplify? And number 2, you start to really be able to map out how a customer flows through your business so that you can then start to train and equip and empower other employees or team members to help your customers make that transition through your business. And quite frankly, if you don't know exactly how a customer flows through your business, how can anybody else? All right, tip number 3 is to take that same customer journey, and what you want to do is highlight all the tricky parts in red. So everything that's like smooth, effortless, there's no problem, it just works really effectively, you're gonna highlight those in green. But the ones where it's tricky, where things slow down, where if problems are gonna occur, they're usually gonna occur in this part. This is a part that's just like the hardest part of the entire service delivery to do. You want to highlight those in red. This is key. It's called constraints mapping. So a company doesn't rise to the level of its potential, it falls to the level of its constraints. And when you are scaling up, it means you're moving more customers through your customer journey. And you want to have as smooth a passage as possible. So the key is, number 1, once you know the steps, then you take a look at those steps and you start to anticipate, where do the problems and breakdowns occur? And those are the places I need to fix first. Now you're going to go back to that customer journey and you're going to identify all those places that you marked in green. These are fairly straightforward. They're fairly simple. You don't run into tons of problems there. The green places are the places that you want to start to try to outsource. Okay. It means they're relatively straightforward. They're relatively simple. There's not a ton of problems that occur here, which makes them easier for you to outsource to people who may not have the level of experience that you have. So this is a great place where you can start to outsource to a customer success lead or a customer experience manager. Usually a very labor intensive but relatively easy to outsource part of the process is customer onboarding. And so this is where you can outsource this process once you've documented it, which you've already done when you've documented your customer journey. So once your sort of onboarding phase is documented, this is a great thing to outsource or delegate to your customer service lead or even to a highly skilled executive assistant. All right, step 6 is to be proactive about seeking out feedback and scheduling pulse checks with your clients and customers. These can be done by you or by someone else in your team, and this is where you want to check in on their experience. Ask what's working well. Ask the places that are challenging for them. Say, what's the piece of feedback you don't want to give me, but you'll be thinking about when this conversation is over. Really dig to get as much insight as possible. Now, this can be really hard if you are a service delivery, you take your business seriously. It can be hard to get tough feedback. Here's what I'll share with you after literally coaching hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs myself, having been in business for over 20 years. No business has customers that are 1000% satisfied 1,000,000% of the time. That is not business in the real world. Every single business is going to have interactions where sometimes your clients aren't 100% satisfied with something. There's something you could do to improve. There's something you could do to communicate better. This is like what it means to be human. So what happens here is you can't internalize that feedback and make it mean that you're lacking as a human or a leader or that your business is lacking. This is simply an opportunity to improve. And the more you do customer pulse checks, the more you check in on your customer experience, the better this is going to be. Number 7, accept that you are never done. The process of continuously improving your systems, your service delivery, continuously taking a look at the processes that you have mapped and the way that you do things, continuously reaching out to customers and asking for feedback. This is never, ever, ever done. This is inevitable for the length of your business. You will never be finished this work, and that is okay. Tip number 8 is that sales solve everything. So one of the things that I've seen with entrepreneurs who are scaling is that the worst thing you can do is to stop all sales in order to fix problems in your business. Now, if you have a catastrophic problem in terms of how you're delivering service, that it would be wholly irresponsible to bring in any new customers while you fix it, we will let that pass. But what I've seen again and again, when I see entrepreneurs slow down on sales in order to fix things in their business, it's because they're not yet remembering tip number 7, which is that you're never done. If you are waiting for your service delivery to be perfect before you turn up the jets on sales, you will be waiting forever and really starving your business of the sales and the revenue that it needs to grow. So sales solves everything. Yes, you can keep tinkering with and improving your business. This is part of the forever game that is called the great game of business. But through that, you need to keep selling, because the best way to grow is to generate profit through sales so that you can continue having the finance and the funds that your company needs to fuel growth and service delivery improvements. And then tip number 9, which is the second golden rule of scaling, is that scaling is not about adding. It's about subtracting and multiplying in that order. So when you want to scale and not lose quality, The best way to do that is to be continuously looking at your niche and at your customer journey, the two big pieces that we've looked at over the course of this video. You want to continue looking at these two aspects of your business and asking yourself, are there unnecessary steps here? Are there things that are adding unnecessary complexity or complication to the way that we are delivering service? Is something that's currently being done by two people, would it be better to have that be centralized and done by one person so we can free up this other person to do something else? The ability to continuously subtract and simplify your business to make it tighter, more focused, and more capable of scale is really, really critical. All right, over to you. What has been the most important lesson you have learned about scaling up your business without losing quality? I'm curious, let me know in the comments. If you go and take a look at the description of this video, you're going to see links to a bunch of really useful resources that are appropriate for any founder scaling from 200K to 2 million plus. And of course, if you want consistent support and help in scaling your business, there's two things to do. Number one, subscribe to this channel. And number two, use one of the links below to book a call with my team. We can have a conversation to see, hey, are there ways that we can help you unlock your growth goals, figure out best practices that are going to help you scale better, and ultimately support you to grow your business to 2 million plus.